Hey guys, how's it going? Um, I had a good day today. I went with my mom to Dickeyville in Wisconsin, and there's this place there called the Grotto, and it's this building, and it was built in the 1920s, and it's got all over the walls and stuff. There's shells and crystals and all kinds of freaking stuff. It's so awesome. Um, it was one of the coolest places I've ever been. To be honest. All right, I got some cool stuff when I was there. Got this little pendant thing. Looks like an angel to me. See, like the wing right there. On the back, it says, "Guardian angel, protect us all, giving strength when we might fall, watching, guiding, lighting the way through the night and every day." And then I found this. I was like, that's awesome. That matches me so perfectly. And then it says, love is patient and kind. It always protects, trusts, and hopes. Love never fails. It's interesting. This coin with the rose on it. I also found this bracelet there. It was the only one in the gift shop. It's got a cross on it. A little Mary thing. It has 10 red roses, and the 11th rose is white. But remember, I got my cross that broke. Whoa, whoa, ah. Hope. It hopes. And that was standing out to me in my head when I was reading it. Sometimes I think too much while I'm reading. That's why I gotta go back and reread things sometimes. Alright. So a while ago, almost a year ago now, probably. It was so fucking long ago. This broke. Not like this. Love is patient, love is kind, love never fails. But on here, where it cut off, there's this part that's missing. It says, love is patient, love is kind, ... It always protects, trusts, and hopes, ... Right here. ... Then, love never fails. That's awesome. See, this is the kind of spiritual signs I be getting, man. This is cray cray. But epically amazing. I don't know. Right? Pink and blue. Those are the ones I chose because I liked what was on them. I wanted all of them, but I was like, I don't need all these. But these ones resonated with me the most. And I also found they had spoons in there. Like my New York spoon. That's the one I always use. I got that one at the world's largest truck stop. I got, what's this one? Iowa. They didn't have that one at the world's largest truck stop, of course, because it's the world's largest truck stop. It's in Iowa. Everybody wants Iowa. There. And then I got Illinois. Awesome. I got those in Wisconsin. So. And then, you know me at the gift shop. I just keep going. I found this. It's genuine crystal from there. Meant the world to me because it's just been charging up that at that place. It's got cool energy. And I found earrings to match. All right, so story. Oh wait, one more thing. Story time not over. I got one more thing there. I was on my way out. I bought this stuff, and I was on my way out, and I seen these things, and I was like, "What's that? I never seen that before." And she told me what it was about, how they pray or they have prayers or something. And I've never actually practiced any particular religion, so I don't really know what this stuff is. I just go with the flow every day. I connect the most with I resonate the most with spirituality from what the knowledge that I've gained in the last few years. Yeah, I know the God and the angels are real, but I don't go to church every day, and sometimes I do stop and I say thank you. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. When I get down, actually, when I get the most down, I feel like that's God or the universe telling me I need to be attentive to what I do have, and don't forget how good God is to me, and the universe, and the angels, and the spirit guides. They're looking out for me, and the more that I do to help myself, that gives them more free time to help somebody else that really needs them. Like if you're somebody that's calling upon the angels all the time and praying all the time, then they're like, what's wrong? You're good. You got this, you got this, you got that. Like, can I go listen to somebody else's prayers now? Because they only pray like once in a blue moon. And it must be real important that they're doing it. Right? Think of it that way. I don't know exactly how it works on the other side, but I feel like that's a thing. There's multiple angels, there's multiple spirits. They, from looking at this book, like this, I just got this tarot deck and it's way more advanced than my other decks. Like there's angels that are like this one. It says this one is the soul guardian for those born from the time 1040 to 11. Like if you're really like needing picked up by the angels, they're going to call in the other angels to help them. Like a person like me that's strong and I'm watching out for myself and I can stay balanced long enough while they're not watching over me so hard. Some of my angels might go help. You know? It's a divine army. Imagine that. We all have guardian angels. They're watching out for us. It's a perspective you must be open to. Imagine it. You can imagine it however you want. We all have spirit guides, ancestors, and angels that are guiding us and helping us because we all have a purpose and a mission. And I mean, we have free will to decide which ways we're gonna go, I guess. But I don't know that. We don't know that. I don't know that. You don't know that. Like, whatever. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. Okay? But anyways, this was cool. She told me about it. I told her that I'm a tarot reader, and I told her that I feel like religion is a case for control, and she was like, yeah, I kind of see that, but like, religion's a good thing. Everybody has a different belief. There's definitely truth to some of the things that we believe and the things that we do, but what are the things that we're ignoring? What are the things that we're putting too much time into, where we could be putting more time into something else, like learning, gaining a new perspective? And like when you're practicing your religion, it shouldn't be hard on you. You shouldn't be beating yourself to show God that you're so with him. Like, he doesn't want that. He just wants you to fucking be aware of, live life. You are sent here to live life and do stuff. Energy, everything is energy. When you move, energy, you give off energy. The faster you move, you give off energy. What kind of energy are you putting out? When you do work or create something and you leave it, you put your energy and your work into that, and you left it. And then somebody else comes along and finds it, and they're like, wow, that could touch them in some way you didn't even know, because you got this idea, spiritual download, essentially, whatever you want to call it or imagine. So, and you were like, I'm gonna do that, and then you did it. Like the guy that built this fucking building, and it spoke it spoke to me so loudly. And not really. I'm not, like, it wasn't speaking to me in my ears. Like, my whole journey, the things that I've been questioning and asking, like I talked to the chaplain at a hospital once about some stuff, and we were on the same page. And I had asked him what he thought about mermaids and Atlantis. For whatever reason, I just felt like asking him that. I don't really know much about that stuff, but when I see, sometimes I get visions and stuff, but it's just like if you were having a daydream. That's why it's hard to tell if you're having psychic abilities or not, because nobody believes you. If you when you do believe you do have something, and you start to talk to people about it, they're like, you're crazy. And then you go on this spiritual journey to yourself, and you really understand that you do have something. You do have an idea. You are experiencing something different, or seeing something from a higher perspective. Whatever happens. But anyways, it's hard for most people to do that. They don't want to go on the journey to self. Some things you can only learn from within yourself. In order to learn yourself. My eyes are brown. Kind of. My eyes change colors. Anyways, I'll put that back. This is my God box. Another tarot reader once told me that you could have a God box or a treasure box or whatever. You keep whatever in there. Well, she said a box for manifesting things. So that's what I originally started in, but I started keeping my like really special stuff from my spiritual journey in here. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The building and how it moved me. I was talking about sorry, I've been going all over the place sometimes. I don't want to forget that. But yeah, I was talking to the chaplain about Atlantis and stuff for whatever reason. And then I go to this building today and there's seashells and anchors, and one day I left something at the cemetery which is not there. I'm a little bit upset it's not, because I put it in a place where it really wasn't gonna bother anybody. But I hung an anchor up at the cemetery by the swans because I felt guided to. And I'm upset that that's not there, because that was for Princess Diana and the Queen before the Queen even passed away. Because I connect with Princess Diana. So I was really messed up that that's not there. My heart. I'm feeling a really sad feeling inside. Like, I know people are assholes and they do fucked up shit sometimes, but so I expect it. But when I said that, I get this feeling.
Just rest your blankets.
Thank you. Wow.
I didn't know that one blanket's huge.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it came from.
Which one? Mine?
That quilt.
Oh. I'm recording a video, Mom.
This.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
I think it was Grandma. I'm not sure. Was there a closet? It's huge.
All right. Thank you. Queen of this house came in. Hi, Mom. All right. Let's do tarot now. Have some energy, man. I'll tell you. All right. Michael, please pray for reading. Let the collective know what's going on collectively, energetically. We have 5 of Wands. This card says God, listening, and concealment. 5 of Wands is conflict, drama. I felt it. I feel it in the air. Oh, followed up by a 5 of Swords. It's really happening. And then we got Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. Right on. This says God the King of Heaven. God the King of Heaven is Ace of Cups. Wow. Cool. Rejuvenation obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. I went to Mercy Hospital today. after I got back from getting all this cool stuff at the grotto, my second mom, Darla, Mama Darla, she calls me and says that Rick went to the hospital because he couldn't breathe. Rick's like my second dad. I guess my living dad, because my other dad, my real dad, passed away. But yeah, Rick and Darla used to be together. Now they're not, but they're still like friends. Kind of. I don't know what they're doing. Juicy culture stories. Anyways, they still get along, but so they're like my mom and dad that aren't really my mom and dad. Anyways, we went to go see him at Mercy. We took him his charger. He's okay though. All right, and then we got Page of Swords. God, the Refuge. This is an interesting picture. This angel has a red, like, bandana thing around his mouth, and he's looking at this paper, and it's got a woman on it, like a picture of a woman, like a painting, and then he's fucking resting on a sword. Like resting on a sword looking at this. Refuge governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Whoa. And I was just talking about all that stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm excited I got this. They're crescent moons. Ooh, we got, on this 5 of Swords, we got God the highest being. Who thinks that they're going to put God in check? I know Empress Bella be talking about people who are, rising up against us earth angels and divine healers. When we come through, it's for a reason. We show up because there's a divine mission here. Like, we're literally all on the same spiritual mission, and God and the angels has called upon us all to be on this fucking mission, and shit is happening, and when we show up, shit starts happening. It gets rolling. And divine transformation happens. I shit you not. And when change happens, shit gets in an uproar because people do not like change. But it's Age of Aquarius. It started back in December of 2020. And that's what's happening. A lot of change, divine change. Like, you can't stop this. I heard on a video a couple weeks ago, I was listening to Ralph Smart. If you haven't watched Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, I believe, is what his channel is. He knows what he's talking about. If you don't like the way I talk, you don't like what I say, and you don't like the way I do it, go find somebody else. We're all doing the same thing. We all have the same knowledge. We all have the same goal. It's very hard for us to explain what that main goal is. All we can tell you is we're with the greater good, because we're following God and the angels. We're taking it day by day. We know that the angels and God know shit that we don't know, and sometimes we make mistakes because we think things are this way when it's fucking that way. And usually when a divine healer comes in, it's because that kind of situation is happening, and the divine healer's like, stop. Chaos is about to break out. because there's lies and chaos and deception. You're creating war amongst yourselves. It's basically what happens. And then we're like, okay, you over here, you over here, you over you no, I told you to get over there. Get over there. And you know, metaphorically, that is what happens. I have clairvoyance. I have special abilities that God gave me because I was willing to do the work to understand it and go through the trials and tribulations of the journey to self to gain the knowledge I needed to gain to get to where I am today. It's rough. So, yeah. Anybody that comes that tries to get in the way of a divine healer and what they are supposed to be doing, they'll be looked at like this. This is like a legit angel looking. See, he can't speak. I am his voice. Some of us who work with the angelic realm are speaking for the angels. And when they speak, they want to be taken seriously. You know? A Page of Swords. Let me go to the book and see what it actually says. I forget. I just go off on a tangent. I'm using my abilities. You see, like, I get downloads and then I come out and I say what makes sense for me to say at that time. There's a million ways I could go with this. There's a million ways you could see this. There's probably other tarot reader that's watching me right now, like, ooh, I thought of this when you were saying that, and that's how we're nerdy with each other. You know? Page of Swords. Number what? Okay. Okay, so with this card, I'm reading. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The person born under this angel, Hahaya, the refuge god. The person born under Hahaya will be gentle and witty and possesses discreet manners. Hahaya governs dreams, will protect against adversity, and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Sole guardian of those born from 3:40 to 4 a.m. It's only like 20 minutes. I'm getting really hot as I read this. Can you tell? My cheeks. That's spiritual signs. Sometimes start getting a flush and hot. Sometimes I get aches on here. Or here, you know. Or back here. I'm hot back here. I'm getting hot. Ahaya governs dreams, will protect against adversity, and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Okay, I read that part. Soul guardian from the... Okay, I read that part. Wanted me to read that twice, I think. Okay, moral guardian for those born on March 31st, June 11th, August 22nd, November 2nd, or January 13th. Physical guardian for those born from the 14th to the 18th of May. You can pause that if you want. All right, so Page of Swords. Give me my other book so I can remember exactly what Page of Swords is. In here, for the Page of Swords, it says, you have a curious mind and love to ask questions and learn new things. You are a natural communicator and ready to take the next step to share your message to the world. Oh, I guess that was kind of similar. Yeah. All right, so yeah, the angels are trying to share a message to the world, and we got all this fucking backstabbing, betrayal, conflict, and drama going on over here. Oh shit. Like this. See his hands? This is an angel, and he's got this wand thing. It's like staff. God listening to this backstabbing and betrayal shit going on. Do you see these people? And the angel's like, get your ass out of here. Alright, we're gonna read this one. Because it said, God the King of Heaven, Ace of Cups. I gotta figure out how to say these names right. 54. Natail, God the King of Heaven. The Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Those born under Nathael will become famous through writing and speech. They will have a strong reputation among the wise and will distinguish themselves through virtue. Nathael obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. Rules over emperors, kings, princes, and all civilian and excelsim. I don't know that word. Ecclesiastical dignitaries and protects the stability of empires. Soul Guardian for those born from 5:40 to 6 p.m. Moral Guardian for those born on May 12th, July 23rd, October 3rd, December 14th or February 24th. Physical guardian for those born from the 10th to the 14th of December. So, I feel like God's trying to bring abundance to people, and the angels got a message they're trying to relay through me and through other spiritual people, light workers. That's what we call ourselves, I guess, light workers. Light workers are really important when it comes to moving into the age of Aquarius. I've already been in the age of Aquarius for a couple of years now, but at the beginning of it, everybody was talking about it, and we said the first 5 years are going to be difficult, but the most, like, in 5 years is when we're going to, like, see real drastic changes. I don't know what that means, but people were trying to get their own perspective of what that was going to mean or what that meant to them. But the way I see it is things as we knew it before are dying. We're cutting away ideas and things that no longer serve us, and we are allowing new ideas and new things that better align with us to come. When we keep protecting old ways, old beliefs and stuff, we aren't going to get anywhere. That's why we keep fighting with each other. And there's so much chaos and everything's becoming unbalanced because that's all we're doing is fighting and wasting time fighting back with each other because there's problems everywhere you go. Hardly anybody wants to go out and do anything because you're going to run into problems everywhere you go. Right? So, the way that we move forward from here is to start with ourselves. When you learn about this kind of thing, you literally got to change the whole way you think, because you didn't know this stuff before. This is new. Like, when you add information like this, when you allow information like this to get your attention and you start learning about it, you start to see the contradictions in things, and that stresses people out because you just want to do the right thing, right, for yourself and everybody else. But we come to those points in our life where it's a double-edged sword, and you got to make a decision that you don't want to make. You can't, like, that's coming to a crossroads. Like, I'd really like to go this way, but I was going that way. Am I going to keep going that way or take this new path? Stay on the same highway or take a new one? right? Changes your whole life when you learn about manifestation and get a greater perspective on things. So, yeah, I just keep saying that. So I'm gonna end this here. I talked a lot. I feel like there's some people going through some spiritual awakenings at this time. So, if that's you, do some research. I suggest starting with spirit animals. Everybody does. Um, start learning about spirit animals and crystals. Learn about how crystals can heal you. That place today that I went with all the crystals and the seashells and stuff on the walls, that was amazing. Um, there's healing in crystals and rocks and minerals, earth materials. Depends on you and who you are. By the way, before I end this, I've just been. I'm 40 minutes. I've been talking for 40 minutes. I don't know if it was a card I had seen or what. But there's a picture of an angel that I seen once, and it was with an article, and it talked about angels and having multiple heads or something, they, like looking like humans but having like a head over here and a head over here, and like, yeah. So to me, I interpreted that as the angels looking like humans, but they have the abilities of this animal, and then that animal. Right? That would make more sense. Have you ever seen a being with multiple heads? No, you haven't. But I can tell you that we do all have multiple spirit animals that guide us, and each spirit animal has different characteristics. They come from different climates, environments. They their bodies are built differently. Like, there's a variety of different things that could be. Start with your favorite animals, the animals that you've always been drawn to. Sometimes a certain animal will connect with you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's your spirit animal. That animal's just connecting with you. But when I'm going through epic parts on my spiritual journey, I always connect with hawks and cats. I've always been a cat lover since I was a kid. Cheetah was my favorite. And yeah, hawks. I swear, sometimes I'll be thinking something, and when I need reassurance, a hawk will show up, and then just fly over me, just like coast along, and like, just calms me down. I'm really fucking hot right now. What the fuck? When this happens, if you have spiritual signs from angels and stuff, just use ice with it. Just cool it off for a second. Just want to get your attention. Anything else? Oh, I had this deck out. I talked so long with that deck, and I didn't even get this one out. Alright, angels, one more card here. The Herbalist. They want you to learn also about herbal healings, because herbs have significance. Thank you, Spirit, for having my back. I had said you should probably look into spirit animals, crystals, and healing. They want you to also look into medicinal healing, like herbs, and lavender is very good. Of course, you know, we got in bath stuff, and aloe's good, and aloe's like magic, I swear. You can do some weird stuff with aloe. What else? Oh, tea. Tea's good. You want to drink tea? It's healing. Coffee's healing too, but you know, too much of a any good thing is a bad thing. Be mindful of that. Anything else? Then we have Celestial Cosmo Creation Spiral. Then it all spirals from there. I swear. Alright, I'm ending it there. I guess that was the message today. So I hope you're not these people over here. These people. The angels saying, get the fuck out of here. And like, we heard that shit you were saying. Trying to get in front of this emotional fulfillment that God's bringing. Heck no. Alright. Peace out.